New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. On behalf of the entire prayer team at New Thought Media Network, we thank you for joining us on this broadcast. You can catch New Thought Media Network prayer time at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And now, let's center ourselves in the words of Ernest Holmes. We must put meaning and belief into our prayers. It is the meaning and mindfulness that is the nexus from which our words come to life.
Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Evening Prayers. I'm your host, Reverend Z, and as always, it's my pleasure to be here with you to engage in the spiritual practice of prayer. We're here at New Thought Media Network, have the utmost intention of creating an atmosphere and a framework to raise your level of frequency to the level of the divine. And so I trust everyone has had a great day and that they're on purpose and on task, and that the day will lead into a great week. And I know it will, because as we keep our focus on the one, everything unfolds easily and effortlessly as we move forward. So as always, I trust everyone had a great day, and that as we move through today in this evening's prayer, I know that for some, with the smoke, I woke up this morning and I was smelling smoke, and I was saying, God, please bring us some water to get rid of this smoke. But the thing that really came to mind was that a single mind and a single heart of purpose is what it takes to overcome difficulties. And right now, not only in Colorado, but for sure in California with the fires, and if we look at, there's another hurricane in the Gulf, along with all of the other stuff that's going on. And we sometimes kind of get weary. I know I do. I'm going to speak for myself. It can get weary when you see that one thing after another keeps testing our faith, if you will, or building our character, if you will. There's a lot of different ways or metaphoric phrases to capture this kind of environment that we're in. But the thing that I really enjoyed, if you will, thinking about today, as I looked at all of the stuff that was going on around the country and around the world, that with a single-minded purpose and an open heart, all things are possible. Because I know through experience, I found myself in places and spaces that just were not conducive for cultivating, at the time, at least it seemed, a spiritual mind, a spiritual heart, and a guided purpose of living. But when I look back on it and I look at the way I came through it, or struggled through it, or was blessed to have someone in my life to pull me through it, the common thread between all of those situations was that I came to the table with an open heart and a single-minded purpose of moving beyond the situation that I find myself. And so right now, I would submit that we're all in that place together as one global family. And if we can set our minds on moving beyond these current times and have an open heart to be friendly and loving, and keeping an eye open for the unexpected, because oftentimes when we're in these kinds of situations, that's where the answer comes from. When we're unexpected, boom, it pops up. It's like an intuitive hit. When I'm looking for it, I can't find it. But when I stop looking for it, I find it. When I lose my keys, when I lose my glasses, that's how the spirit of the divine works when we move into living a life on purpose with the open heart. And so tonight, I would like to cast a prayer for that, for each and every one of us to firmly find a idea in our minds, a purpose, a direction, if you will, of what we are moving towards, and then open our hearts to allow us to move easily and effortlessly to that place. And so right now, let's just settle in with the defined purpose of casting a prayer that will open us to the divine. And so right here in this moment called now, where the only thing that exists is God, that supreme intelligence, that energetic force, that creative atmosphere that is in, through, and around all things at all times, makes itself available to us, allows us to be receptive to it and to radio it back out with clarity and with volume so that it can be heard and felt in all spaces. Because this is the relationship between us and the divine. And the divine created each and every one of us with a purpose, with a divine purpose to be attributes and instruments of the divine. And so as we tune into that idea, if we find our frequency, as we understand our purpose, it allows us to open, to be free, to not worry about what they may say or how others may react to our being on purpose with a divine mission from God. Because we know through experience and through learning and through just pure vibration that when we align ourselves with that idea of purpose and open heart connected to the divine, that we open up a environment, that we create a container for all things to come forth, to be a cauldron of love and joy and prosperity and happiness and fellowship and all those things that are needed to create a healthy and loving and supportive life. And so right now, I know that each and every one of us that are here now and that will join us later, that we are setting forth a purpose to create a family of man, a purpose to create a family that is guided by the spiritual guidelines and laws of God himself. And so it is in that guidance, it is in that obeying and understanding the alignment with the law that we open up and give thanks. We give thanks for all of our challenges that we've overcome and those that we may face to overcome, that build strength and character and creates a stronger purpose to reach our goal. And we give thanks for the easy times, for the cookies and cake and ice cream that we sometimes get that are delicious and satisfying, so that we understand that after difficulty there is ease. And so in that place of thanksgiving, in that place of gratitude and grace, I just give all the glory and power to God as I release these words into the law, knowing that they've been heard by God, that they've been activated and placed in a special place so that they bubble up and run over into our lives and all those that are connected to us now and forevermore. And so it is. Amen. And so it is. Amen. And Again, as always, I want to thank everyone that's here tonight, and those that weren't able to, hopefully you'll catch it on the replay. And if you have any prayers, please send those prayers forward to prayer@ntmedia.org, and someone on the prayer team will grab those prayers and send prayers and vibrations and energy through the divine medium of God, and know that they will be heard and answered. And please, as always, your tithes, your gifts, your offerings are always appreciated. So please, if you can, donate to New Thought Media Network at www.paypal.me/New Thought Radio. And so, with that being said, I would just like to give a plug, if you will. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, myself and Reverend Bridge will be kicking off a new program called New Thought Today, a religious science perspective exploring an integral approach to new thought. Now, this program promises to be a must. So please tell your friends to join us tomorrow or catch the recording. But this program is geared toward looking at new thought, specifically from a religious science standpoint, and how it interacts with all things in an integral way to create a better life for each and every one of us. So in this program, we're going to be looking at the grounding vision, if you will, the global vision of our organization, Sons of Spiritual Living. And then we're going to look at our core concepts and core principles and look at them and apply them to everyday life. How we can be in line and committed to this vision of a world that works for everyone, and live in a place where we know that the only thing that exists is God. And then intertwined with all of that, we're going to see how that works in your day-to-day life, how it compares with other new thought ideas and other philosophies and other ideas to create a place where we can take our beliefs and faith and understanding and practices of religious science and science of mind into an everyday practice, learning some history, learning some practical applications, and learning how we integrate with all things. So please join us tomorrow. Again, that's 2 p.m. Mountain Time, New Thought Today. It's going to be a blast, and we look forward to you being there. So please catch us. It's going to be a stone cold blast, as they say. Without any further ado, I want to say thank you once again for being here. If you've enjoyed this show, got anything out of it, or have anything that has uplifted you at this moment, please tell a friend or tell another friend to come on in and join us, and let's practice this sacred art of prayer. And so with that, as always, I leave you with love, light, and insight. And farewell, peace and blessings. Good night.
On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then, peace and blessings.